What's up, y'all, and welcome back to another episode of Dragon Age Inquisition. Hope you're having yourselves a stupendous Saturday, and thank you so much for joining me, whether you're joining during or post-stream. This is an Elven Warrior playthrough on Nightmare plus Trials. And in the last episode, we defeated Corypheus. We closed the breach forever. Now we're on to the end game. So we're gonna do Trespasser today. Before we do that, let's get all our affairs in order, because this is the last time we'll see Skyhold.
I feel a little nervous having the woman who commanded our spies on the Sunburst throne. Like if anybody recites the chant wrong, she'll have them shivved. I'm probably overreacting. But yeah, if you want to go out and find some trouble, I'm up for it.
Is that all he says?
Still here. You need me for something?
That is all. Just see what all our companions have to say before we move on.
The Conclave made an interesting choice in Leliana. Inspired by something, no doubt. I would find the proceedings entertaining were it not going to create a mess I'll have to clean up. The Conclave made an interesting choice in Leliana. I would...
Guess they only have one line of dialogue to say each. So Fiona has to say anything?
Your verdict on Alexios, Inquisitor. Research on your behalf is almost too kind. I hope you know what you're doing. Do be wary of anything that man proposes.
I trust everything is well with the mages.
Most are pleased with the Alliance, even if we wonder what will happen next.
I'll leave you to it.
Frightening thought. A divine with enough spies to know how often you piss. It will be difficult to return to Devinter after all this. I have a good friend here. You don't find those just lying about. Such is my lot. Just a little longer then.
You also have a boyfriend here too. I guess everyone just has something to say about Leliana. Where is she? Right here.
I've been many things. Bard, sister, left hand. And always because someone needed something from me. But I realize now that I am all these things. And yet, not defined by any one. I am now Divine Victoria. But to my friends, to you, I will always be just Liliana.
Well, here's me wishing you good luck. And reminding you that I have a pretty big army, if you need it.
No. That was the old Chantry. Not to worry. I'll be here for some time yet. There are still things to put in order before I leave.
Are you still my spy master? When will you need to leave?
The Grand Clerics would love to bury me in ceremony while they prepare for my coronation. But there is so much unfinished here. A new spy master to appoint. And perhaps I'm not quite ready yet. When the time is right, I shall go to the Grand Cathedral for good. They can't know what they're in for.
I wish you all the best, Liliana.
There's no Solus, but we can still cut through to Cullen. Or this way. We didn't exactly 100% this playthrough. Still have a few mosaic pieces and bottles to collect, but I don't know if I'll bother.
Liliana is to be divine. It will be strange to see her go. Given her plans for the Chantry, the months to come will be interesting.
I think this episode will be a lot of dialogue in the beginning. Blackwall.
Ah, there you are. I heard about the new Divine. I have to say, I wasn't surprised the Spy Master was chosen. She's quite a driven woman. I'm eager to see what she does. Now, what's next for us? I stand ready, as always, Inquisitor.
Your worship.
5 more companions to talk to. Oh, and we can check if we got the Sentinel armor.
I'll ask around again tomorrow.
Well, let me know if you find it.
I hear your mages are looking to start a whole separate college of enchanters. Be interesting to see if they can avoid pissing everyone off this time. What's more important is there are still rifts out there spawning demons. I'm ready to kick some ass whenever you are.
There's no more rifts. We cleared them all. What you talking about?
I saw him just walking free.
Very well.
Right, after what he did.
Hey,
Any problems?
Has it? There's not much left we haven't punched in the face. I mean, we're in with Leliana, so we have no problems. It's the ones who piss her off who need to squirm. I'm staying, though. You find fun often enough. I'm not sure where else I'd be.
You would be doing your Red Jenny thing, wouldn't you?
Did you hear the news?
Can't talk to Cole? That's interesting.
Leliana is already turning the Chantry on its ear, and she hasn't yet been crowned divine. It's quite interesting to watch. I offered to remain as right hand, but she has other ideas. I wish her well, regardless. The Chantry needed someone like her.
You would have been a good divine too, but I think your attention is better focused on rebuilding the Seekers. Oh, let's see if we can talk to Samson. If he's still here. Oh, he's gone. He is gone. Where did he go? And why is Meriden*'s song still giving subtitles? Hello, Queen Trey. Welcome to the stream. Always great to see you. I did just start. You have impeccable timing. Where'd Josephine go? The game glitch? Maybe the game glitched. Yep. I've had this happen to me like once before. Where just like nothing loaded in. I think it has something to do with marriedom. That blasted woman. You have crafted armor for everyone? Very nice. That heal bonus didn't do much for us. I think I will keep... I don't know, should I keep this? I think I'm gonna go back to the superb belt of health. Alright, let's hope everything loads in. That was quick, level 21. I swear you were just level 17 yesterday. Alright, we just have to talk to Josephine. Or maybe we can check if Samson is actually there, because since it was glitched. Let's see if he loaded in. Which dragon you struggling with? There's the guard. Samson's still here. Still can't talk to him though. The Storm Coast. It's those when those electricity, when he puts the electricity on the ground, just stop attacking him. I think you lose health if you attack him. Let's get some more Rash Vine before we head. Oops. My favorite helmet in the game is in Trespasser. So it's the only time I actually enable helmets.
Leliana knows the game. She'll move the Chantry forward while quelling the fears of the faithful. And I feel only pity for those who might try to depose our former spy master by force.
Should the Inquisition offer Leliana its protection?
It'd be more imposition than useful, or misinterpreted as a struggle for power. It's best Leliana arrange things herself. After so much warring, even the most seasoned players of the game yearn for change. Sister Leliana will bring about interesting times.
Are you trying to 100% the playthrough? Okay. Sentinel plate.
So, Liliana, should I bow whenever you come into the room now?
The ceremony is not for a while. It will be strange to see you and think, there walks Divine Victoria.
Then let us enjoy these moments while they last, as colleagues.
Nor as friends.
What's this? A breach in decorum?
Perish the thought.
Let's take a look at that Sentinel plate before we head into Trespasser. It's such a cool looking armor, but it just looks stupid because it makes the elves look so skinny. And it's only for a mage. It's cool armor, Like, look at the legs. It's like chicken legs. Vivienne would probably look cool in it. It looks good on like a female. Too bad the stats suck. I don't know why they do that. They make like the coolest things the worst armors. Or the worst gear. Okay, let's head on a Trespasser. This is the point of no return. With Corypheus dead, beginning, the Exalted Council will lock off all of the areas and plots and jump to 944 Dragon, 2 years after the death of Corypheus. There is no going back from this point. With Corypheus dead and the threat of Fade, Rifts, and Demons waning, both Orlais and Ferelden have begun to raise questions about the future of the Inquisition. Divine Victoria has promised to shield the Inquisition from political matters for as long as possible. Eventually, she plans to call the Exalted Council, a chance to deter the role and possibly the fate of the Inquisition. Well, let's go. 2 years later. I really wish we could turn on music. I hope the next game we play doesn't have that problem. I know Capcom games have that issue. It didn't have that issue with Mass Effect, which is weird that Dragon Age got flagged us for a copyright claim. But whatever. Yeah, Trespasser achievements are just like turning on trials at certain points in the game.
Another parade, another bloody negotiation.
Smiles, everyone. We must be careful how we present ourselves.
Why did Divine Victoria call the Exalted Council? She's kept Orlais from bothering us for the last 2 years.
At increasing political cost, yes. She has done all she can, but the Exalted Council has become necessary. Orlais would control us, and based on their many marriage proposals, they have specific plans for you. Our real concern is Ferelden. They would see us disbanded in...
I think the hardest Trespasser achievement is Fairweather Friends. During Halam Sharal. Because you gain so much like approval and disapproval. Internet connection quality. I'm on LAN. What's going on here?
Inquisitor, it has been too long. I hope the years have been kind to you.
How have you been, Mother Giselle?
I spent last summer in Emprise du Lion, distributing food sent from the Exalted Plains. The Dales are finally recovering.
Since Corypheus fell, I think you may have spent more time traveling than I have.
It keeps me out of trouble, Your Worship. I should mention that your forces at Suladin Keep were of great help. Please give my compliments to Baron Deschedin. Divine Victoria asked me to greet you on her behalf. She is currently attending to the Ferelden ambassador's concerns.
You can probably just call her Liliana in private conversation.
You can, Inquisitor. I prefer to use her divine name. Our last divine once joked about why I insisted upon calling her Justinia. She called it my way of reassuring her that I had not completely forgotten who was in charge.
How do you think Divine Victoria has done these last 2 years?
It is hardly for me to say, Inquisitor.
With respect, that's never stopped you before, Mother Giselle.
Victoria has proven adept at winning allies with both her intelligence and her faith. It is a blessing in these trying times. We are lucky to have her.
I'll speak to Divine Victoria.
I believe she would appreciate that, Your Worship. The Divine sees the good that you can do and have done. Duke Cyril will wish to greet you on behalf of Olay. I believe he is currently speaking with the Tevinter ambassador. Many of your friends have returned as well. I hope you have a chance to speak with them before the Exalted Council begins.
The Imperium sent an ambassador?
Yes, Your Worship. Dorian Pavas has taken the chance to return from Tevinter. It will be good to see him again. I owe him my apology. I allowed my distrust of Tevinter to cloud my judgment. He took a great risk coming to help us, and deserved better treatment.
You're going to apologize? To Dorian?
I have little patience for those who cannot admit they were wrong, Your Worship. Myself included. I will have to make my apologies somewhere public. He will want an audience for his reaction.
Who has returned for the Exalted Council?
Your dwarven friend, Master Tetras, for one. I understand he spent much of the last few years in Kirkwall. I believe Sir Blackwall has returned as well, although he now uses the name Tom Ranier. Enjoy time with them while you can, Your Worship. I doubt you will have the chance once the Exalted Council is underway.
Thank you, Mother Giselle.
Your Worship, a final question, if I may. This Exalted Council, Ferelden would have the Inquisition disband. Olay sees its power as another feather in a chevalier's helmet. What do you wish to do with the Inquisition?
Corypheus is dead. We accomplished what we set out to do. If we're not needed any longer, and if it can be done peacefully, it may be time for the Inquisition to disband.
Thank you. Maker watch over you, Inquisitor. I will not keep you any longer.
So you're almost done too, if you're doing what Pride had brought. Like cut up to me.
Divine Victoria keeps close counsel.
Okay. There's a bunch of like stat bonuses and stuff you can get. I'm gonna change this outfit because it is terrible. And then we'll start talking to our companions. You can change your outfit over here. Who are you?
Well met, Your Worship.
Dorian in the last few years, Inquisitor. It was good to hear from you, my friend. For months I have had only the Society of Mavaris fledgling Lucerne party, junior members of the Magisterium so filled with fire and zeal, and so widely inept at politics, May keeps a bucket of ice water on hand in case one accidentally emulates himself. Lest I give you the wrong impression, we are making progress, but it will take a great deal of skill to keep the Lucerne alive through the usual schedule of Minrathis scheming long enough to become a real political faction. Fortunately, they do have me. I'm sorry to hear that politics are plaguing you as well. Must be something going around, like a pestilence or an Orlesian fashion trend. Hopefully Jocelyn can defuse the Ferelden outcry and persuade the Orlesians to stop circling you with a collar and leash. You know she did always love a challenge. I'll find an excuse to make a trip south soon. Should we really catch up in person, don't you agree? What's this? Wardrobe. Okay. Going for armor and immortal. That's special shipments. Our storage is here. Iron Bull in the last few years. Thank you for sending the charges to assist in dealing with the demon attacking Montfort. Their assistance was most appreciated and many lives were saved. The Iron Bull and his chargers have prevented another civil war from sweeping across Orlais with their efforts in Perendale. The Iron Bull in particularly defeated the would-be usurper in combat. You must protest the actions of the Bull's chargers in South Reach. While the presence of demons and Templars corrupted by Red Lyrium is undisputed, the necessity of dwarven miner collapsing the better part of the mountain on the enemy forces was hardly necessary. The Bull's charges were of great assistance in driving back the demons that had attacked the shores of Lake Callanhead. The elf who calls herself Dalish was particularly helpful, and I look forward to her promised explanation of how Dalish archery techniques can create walls of ice or dispel magical barriers. Okay, let's start in the middle and work our way to the right, then work our way to the left. Hello, Varric.
The Prince of Starkhaven wrote to you again.
Of course he did. Just put that one in the pile with letters from the Merchants Guild.
And the captain of the city guard had a very colorful message for me to deliver to you as well.
Inquisitor! Andraste's ass, am I ever glad to see you.
And the Inquisitor comes to the rescue once again.
Is that what you call it?
This is Bran Caven. Until recently he was the Viscount...
Provisional Viscount.
Of Kirkwall.
So why is he here with messages from the Merchants Guild?
I have resumed my post as Seneschal now that Master Tethras has been elected Viscount.
You're the Viscount of Kirkwall now?
Well, it seems the two of you have a great deal to discuss. Why don't I just leave you to it?
So, it turns out you fund enough reconstruction efforts in a city-state, the nobles give you the worst job they can think of.
I might need to sit down. You're the ruler of Kirkwall now. All of it.
That's not that big a deal. I have a really pointy crown that I wouldn't be caught dead wearing, but that's it. They voted me in because I got the harbor and businesses up and running again. They want shit fixed, and I can do that. Anyway, I was hoping I'd catch you before the summit got underway. I got you a sort of present. It's official recognition of your title and holdings in Kirkwall. Congratulations. You're a compt now.
You can't actually do that without...
Too late. Already did it. You should stop by Hightown sometime to see your estate. It's pretty nice. For Kirkwall, anyway.
Proper disposition of empty estates is supposed to...
You were leaving us to talk, remember?
This is possibly too much, Varric. I don't know what to say.
That's nothing. Practically nothing. Don't mention it. Oh, that reminds me. It's the key to the city.
You can't give that away without approval from the council and a special ceremony.
It's just symbolic anyway.
It controls one of the giant chain nets in the harbor.
Really? It's so much better than I thought.
This operates those giant chains. Can I try it?
No.
I don't know how this council thing is going to end for the Inquisition. But whatever gets decided, you've got a place lined up in Kirkwall if you want it. Also, control of the harbor, I guess. Anyway, you should meet with the diplomats. And we'll get in a game of Wicked Grace before I go back, though, right?
I wouldn't miss it.
Don't bet any public buildings this time.
You change your build again? Alright, there's a bunch of hidden stuff around here. Like these dog bones, dog treats. I think they give you constitution every time you drop one off. There's also stat bonuses for fixing these portraits. These ones here. 2 strength. Let's talk to Cole first.
Inquisitor, I see you have time for afternoon refreshments.
Glimmering, glittering, perfect cut, mask a maze of gemstones. She will think it pretty.
Excuse me, I might,
I appreciate the help getting him elsewhere.
He wants stones the color of his eyes. Happy, bright, beaming, being seen, not seeing. And I needed the table.
For breadcrumbs?
Birds like breadcrumbs.
Inquisitor, how good to see you here. I came to sit and pen another song.
Sweet songs, poignant pain plants joy that grows later. She can't see me. I help her help people.
I gathered.
You're smart and kind. You're worthy of true love.
Hello, Halam Sharam! The fire of Zither must be fueled by wine, ideally shared with adoring fans.
But not with him. You need somebody nice. Yes, better. He'll be gentle. So will you.
You're with the Chargers, are you not? I've seen you in the Skyhold Tavern where I sing.
Oh yes, I love your songs. Sometimes I'd sit up on the chair to take a better look at your songs. The Chargers have their own song, if you'd like to hear it.
Good.
Nicely done, Cole.
That's a slightly different outcome if Cole is a human. It's Mr. Tom Rainier.
Fashionably late. I thought you weren't gonna show.
I'm late, and you decide to make the Winter Palace rubble.
Hey, never liked it anyway. Too fancy. So tell me everything that happened while I was away. And after the betrayal, and what I put those men through, my sorries were worth about as much as shit.
How many people hit you?
I lost count at 12, but I could take a punch. They needed to know that there's a way to come back from anything. And I wanted to help them if I could. I thought going up there on the gallows was difficult. This was worse. 100 times worse. Anyway, it's nice to be back, though I'm not sure what to think of this council. No matter what, you know you can always count on my sword arm and my friendship.
If that's your sword arm, I think I'm better off without it.
Think you can do better? Inquisitor?
Blackwall in the last few years. Inquisitor. Hope this letter finds you well. I apologize for my prolonged absence. I've traced the whereabouts of one more of my former company, and I'm writing to you from Kirkwall, where he now resides. I knew him as Private Nicholas Lorry. He goes by Klaus now. Unlike so many of the men I betrayed, Klaus found a way to put his life together without turning to crime. It doesn't in a way lessen the horror of what I did, but it was comforting to see at least one life not completely ruined by my actions. Klaus is married to a lovely lady. They run a small bakery. It didn't take him long for recognition to dawn, and then I had 2 mince pies lobbed at my head. pies that were fresh from the oven, mind you. It was a good thing I ducked. I made my apologies, even after months of searching and making reparations. It was still hard. To his credit, Klaus allowed me to talk, and we ended the visit with ales and the hangman. I should return within the months. Thank you for allowing me this time, Inquisitor. I'm gonna craft some armor for the Iron Bull. There's like unlimited resources here. So if you missed out on anything, you get infinite dragon resources. Where'd Dragon Bone go? Weird. That is very weird. Oh yeah, no, they're in different vendors. No, I didn't want to sell that. Yeah, you can buy Dragon Bone right there. What's this? Dog treats. There's also these like jesters that are hiding. They have to sneak up on. And you get stat bonuses for finding them too, I think. Hello, Sarah.
Here's you! And everyone! Glad to be back, all stuffed together. With the pressure full on. Again. Don't worry, Herald of Everywhere. I came prepared. I know what everyone needs.
Oh yeah. It's a fun mission though, like story-wise.
Just like best times.
Throw the pie so hard.
I expected a roof.
It's early. Anyway, that was a good run. It's all been a good run. I needed that. And I need... You know it's ending, right? We can say it won't, but knobs in places like this, all they do is end things. They'll try a leash. Or worse. But maybe you aren't ready to quit just because some Lord Piddlebits is scared of us.
Do I seem like I'm ready to retire?
I'm tired. I've never done anything for years. Point is, sooner, all this changes. And you've helped me understand. Too much. So it's my turn to help you. See, I have these friends, and all of them were the wrong sort of whatever. Their place changed, or it never was. So together, we made an us. Everyone needs an us. And when the world is done saying no and calls you the wrong sort of whatever, maybe we can be that us for you. What do you think, Inquisitor? Want to run some rooftops as a Jenny?
You want the Inquisitor? Don't I have a few more titles than your usual Jenny? No offense.
Some taken.
Words. Look, we don't want you. We want to be there for you. If you want to keep doing, it won't be nobles who help. It'll be friends.
Well, all I have to say is call me Red Frigging Jenny.
Way too confusing. You'll get a city. One that rhymes with arse.
Oh! I should have said we needed a we instead of an us, because... Wait! anus! So stupid.
To all my friends.
And
Always
us.
and ever, Inquisitor. Always and ever. Creepy song is creepy. Ugh.
Oh yeah, Meriden was singing the Sarah song. I honestly wish she would have done that earlier. Sarah's passing out things. Lost another book. Stopped leaving them places. Lower journal entries by Sarah. Also several sketches of Skyhold with impeccable cross-hatchings. Moving again. Less stuff. More things. People things. Too many vowels. Some things. Name less stupid or lay. Last Jenny checked in. Wasn't worried. Drawing of a gloved fist holding an odd symbol. Smashing against the face of a chevalier. The symbol is red and smells of strawberry. Traveling again and again. Been here before. We're everywhere. Back to the Winter Palace. Never good. Pack bees. But Varric, we're in trouble. Scratch out. Varric won't take a sucker bet. In for 10 with Cullen. Everyone looks old and tired and fat. Find who shrunk my Skyhold clothes. Scratch out. Piss. Don't say the Inquisitor's hand looks bad. It looks very bad. Is Whittled even here? Why do I go where there's no Whittle? Chargers in the palace. No one will be sleeping. Rainier hugs harder than Blackwall. Still beardy. Josie is best here. Cassandra needs to punch something or she'll explode. Everyone. They'll never call it. And everyone. Lilian knows something. Knew it. Inquisition is in trouble. Drank too much. New Jenny always makes me drink too much. We'll all be fun together apart. What city? He picks.
Your Worship, I'm glad you're here. Listen, I need you to keep the Chief distracted while we sneak this dragon skull through the room behind him.
Wait, what?
It's for his birthday.
Do Canari even have birthdays?
Alright, here he comes. Just keep him talking. He loves talking.
Hey, boss. Good to see you.
You know what, Bull? I really like hitting things.
I know, right? We have the best job.
It's good to see that the Veil has largely healed, now that most of the major rifts are closed. You might think otherwise, but the Veil isn't technically a physical barrier. It's more like a magical vibration that repels the Fade.
We're gonna stall as long as possible.
It's fascinating to see the remnants of Syrian culture here. Most of it was deliberately erased during the Orlesian unification, under the reign of Mafarath's son, Isarath.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, I can't do this.
Sure you can. They must have that thing almost across the room by now, right? Ben Hasrath, remember?
Surprise! Happy birthday, Chief!
Oh, you guys. You got me.
That's nice of them. Cassandra should be over there somewhere. I think there's another tilted portrait in here, maybe. Kind of want to do a full reading of Hard and Hightown. Tom Rainier. Varric. good. Iron Bull. I'm gonna take Iron Bull on one of the runs. Just for story purposes. Which is why we need to craft some armor for him. Tent armor, craft weapons. Craft armor. Alright, where's Bull? Make this quick. This one. Dragon bone. Ice dragon bone. Avar twill. Oh, he's getting all the good stuff. Craggy skin. Let's see what masterworks we have. It's tier 3. Caltrops. Let's do this one. Walking Fortress. So there's like a 5 seconds of Walking Fortress. Nope. Alright, let's just do this. We'll call it Charging Bull. Oops. What the heck is going on? We need some coat arms. Armor arms. Mail arms. Just do some Everite. And more Everite. And then legs. Can't remember. We do this one. Or the last one. Craggy skin. Okay. Charging Bull. Oh wait. Forgot to upgrade. Modify armor. Okay. I forgot a helmet. Dread. Dragon bone. And dragon bone. Now we color. We'll do obsidian. Is this even giving us a color? Nothing's changing. Oh, it's the helmet, that's why. Sure. Yeah, she looks pretty decent already. We'll just change this to Great Bear Hide. Good enough. Okay. Another dog bone. You also gotta keep an eye out for those like ninja dudes, because they are very, very tricky. The good thing is you can save reload on them, but they always end up in a different spot.
Oh.
Is everything all right?
It's always nice to have a supportive girlfriend.
Yes. Well, I wanted to speak with you, and now you're here.
Should I leave and come back later so you can try again?
Always with clever suggestions. Maybe you should sit.
I can stand.
Maybe I should sit. Inquisitor, I want you to know that I am your friend. I will always be your friend.
Oh, well, that's...
So I hope to give you sound advice on this momentous day. Do what is in your heart, my friend, no matter what anyone might tell you.
That's a lovely sentiment, Cassandra.
Marriage is much more than a lovely sentiment, Inquisitor.
Marriage?
Josephine is a wonderful woman. If you're clear on your path... You're not proposing to anyone. I am going to kill Varric. Why do I believe everything he says? Why?
It's funnier when you romance Cassandra.
He said I was going to propose.
He mentioned a proposal. I suppose I filled in the blanks. Or he did this on purpose. That dwarf gets entirely too much joy from my discomfort.
I might get married. I've thought about it.
I suspected as much. Being Inquisitor has brought you good things. Many good things. But only a few have been by your choice. Take what happiness you can from those and do not let them go. That is all I meant to say. Advice from a friend for the days to come.
Thank you, my good friend. Also a great romance option, if you're still trying to decide. Oh, what's that? Pair of paddles. There's still some more tilted portraits around here. Varric in the last few years. Greetings and salutations from beautiful Kirkwall. The sun is shining, the seabirds are screeching, and almost nothing in Hightown has fallen into a sinkhole and ended up in the sewer over a month. The red lyrium cleanup in the gallows is going better than expected. Nobody misses having Meredith fused to the flagstones, eerily glaring at everyone. The city guard celebrated finally getting her out of there by holding a completely impromptu parade. Several Lowtown residents composed a song on the spot with lyrics to the effect of "Thank the Maker, the crazy..." Oh my gosh, where'd it go? "Thank the Maker, the crazy... Cursed Templar is gone," which is remarkably catchy, despite or maybe because of the fact that it was mostly just swearing in tune. Even with all the stellar progress, it looks like I'm stuck here. Channels in the harbor were completely changed by falling debris a few years back, which led us to a lot of ships getting wrecked, coming and going, which only made things worse. And then we had rifts open, and weird glowing fade rocks appeared out of there. Incidentally, thanks for closing the rifts. Now the only hope for repairing the harbor is to send guys with pickaxes to clear the rocks. Ever try to hire miners who are also divers, Inquisitor? There aren't many, and even fewer are happy mining glowing shit from the fade. This is going to take a lot of my coin to fix. Stop by the city sometime. We'll get in a game of Wicked Grace. Please, this Viscount shit is boring me to death. Vivienne in the last few years. Inquisitor, I feel I should have no opportunity to meet with you prior to the Exalted Council at Halam Shiral. The colleges and fraternities of enchanters are holding yet another round of elections in a few months, and I must be present to organize everything, or the Aquitarians and the Lacrocians will inevitably get drawn into the most passive-aggressive arguments over the number of ballot boxes and the arrangement of voting cards you can possibly imagine. On the last two occasions when I could not be spared from my duties of the Imperial Court, the isolationists sealed themselves inside the debating area with ice walls, in protest over some insult from a libertarian senior enchanter from Cumberland. I must of course convey their continuous approbation to our Legion Court, though I have no doubt dear Duke Cyril has already bored you to death with the Council of Heralds' compliments by now. So many books to read. Cullen in the last few years. Oh my gosh. Okay. Word is spread from Denerim about the summit of the Inquisitor will intend. The news is half rumors, but with the representatives they say are going, it's clearly serious, and the details are probably not something you could put down in a letter. I will, however, look forward to more glowing descriptions about how much you love Orlesian parties. Branson's here. His son insists I add "hello, Cole" to this letter. He also insists to be "hello" and not "hello." Your nephew is stubborn. How very familiar. Love, Mia. Cassandra in the last few years. Inquisitor, I am writing to you from the Hunterthorn Mountains, where I was successful in tracking down Seeker Emery. She was more shocked than most to hear of Lord Seeker Lucius' betrayal, as he was her mentor when she was just an initiate. But she is eager to help rebuild, and she has heard of a few other Seekers who might have been sent to Ravain. I still do not know how many of us yet remain, how many Lucius killed, but I know that we are recovering, and I know that we will be better this time. I confess, I look forward to returning to Orlais next month. Once I would have thought that impossible. Orlais was little more than the land of frustrating politics, excessive ornamentation, and responsibilities I did not want. But now that friends wait for me there, it is almost home. Cassandra. Oh, there's another tilted portrait. Another 2 strength. We gotta keep an eye out because it doesn't show when you do the pulse thingy. And there. Oh. So many hard in Hightown. Loot. I think Josephine's here somewhere. I think eventually it'll be coming back and forth here. Aha.
What is this now?
What is this? There she is.
It's so good to see you, darling. I've been fielding Orlesian diplomats all afternoon.
Have they given you trouble?
Not at all. It is quite alarming. It means they are all saving themselves up for later. Would you walk with me? I should like to take some air before the Exalted Council becomes inescapable. The palace has been most accommodating. We are, after all, here at their insistence. But the ministers may... No. No more talk of the council. This meeting was to spend time with you in a more relaxed fashion.
Is this in your daily notes? 3 to 4 o'clock, idle chat with the Inquisitor.
Of course not. Not precisely. The truth is, there is a small entertainment happening tonight, to which I may be able to find a pair of invitations.
You'd like me to go with you?
Very much so. In all the years you worked with Orlais, you had so little time to enjoy its culture.
Perhaps you're right. These meetings and talks don't allow for much leisure time.
And then back to Skyhold without a moment's pause to take in where we are. Sometimes, I'm afraid I do not make enough time for you, my love. Please, come with me tonight.
If it makes you happy, how can I refuse?
Oh, wonderful. I was worried we wouldn't find the time. The past years have been so busy. We have earned at least a few moments of rest.
A calm night out sounds...
Oh, bravo! Bravo!
Oh, I wish the music was in this.
Was the woman in gold playing a king? Who was the man in feathers?
Oh, it's all very simple. The first actor's mask is determined by... well, I will lend you the program guide. But tell me, did you enjoy the performance?
The performance pales in comparison to the lovely lady I saw it with.
You are sidestepping the question.
Love leaves my tongue tied.
Well, in that case, I suppose allowances can be made.
Josephine also has our tongue tied. Cole in the last few years. Oh my gosh. This one's that's not that long. Inquisitor, I send this to you uncertain of whether this comprises a joke, a test, or some form of magic. If it is the latter, I wish to state that I am deeply uncomfortable, but based on the results I can hardly complain. Our work has never been more successful. I have no recollection of having written the following, but it was clearly my hand, which signifies the language that make it clear I acted on my own volition when writing it. I assume that you will make more of it than I can. Oh, he used Charter to write this. Sent to Inquisitor in recall. Quarterly progress. Rescue 6, higher than expected. Target hit 4, 1 dead, 1 wanted for interrogation. No prisons. Agent morale strong, some crying, all insisted they were good tears. Strong emotions, but unrelated to mission at hand. Usually tied to some past trauma. Oddities. Misplaced items, unexpected, often tied to emotional revelation among group concerned with hostile blood mage, binding demons, be angry. Wax on fingers, bees drone behind me as the honeycomb crunches between my teeth. She was always proud of me. Why did I write this? Liliana, oh my gosh. Okay. I'm only reading these because it's our companions and gives a little context of what they've been up to. Inquisitor, thank you so much for your kind inquiries. I am doing very well, although I have been quite busy. Selecting new staff for my apartments at the Grand Cathedral has taken me so much longer than expected, and if you wouldn't mind, I would like to borrow Scout Harding for a few weeks to help me find more nugs. I cannot possibly hire anyone to a permanent position without first observing them in a room full of baby nugs, and all the litters I have on hand are nearly full grown. In any case, I will see you soon at Halam Shiral. Until then, Liliana. Yeah, she likes to breed nugs for some reason. And I like to kill them. Okay, I think Cullen's here, no? Or he's on the right side. Left side. I think those disappearing jesters come in the next... in part 2 of this thing.
You there! You're to dodge, not catch. If that ball were a fireball, you'd be dead.
You found a dog?
They don't breed Mabari in Olay. The merchant said he was abandoned. Perhaps his owner's tired of the novelty.
Tire of you? With that positive attitude and fetching ability?
He's not supposed to fetch it.
I don't think you understand how this works.
Another Ferelden trapped at the Winter Palace. I couldn't leave him to that fate. Besides, I think he likes me.
You could take him to Ferelden sometime. He should know where he came from.
I did promise my sister a visit. She might try to spoil you. Remember who you report to. The Inquisition will change after this. I'm not yet sure what that will mean. Whatever happens, our people, you, Liliana, Josephine, will have my support. In whatever form you require.
I can't imagine the Inquisition without you.
I'm honored, and likewise, Inquisitor. You can help. Dodge this, and I'll find overpriced Orlesian dog treats before we go.
So you can deposit the dog treats into this basket and you get constitution per... one constitution per dog treat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We found 5. There's gotta be more around here somewhere. I think there is a portrait here. Yep. Oh, and those are the jesters. We missed one. I know some of the spots for them. So I usually just try to go and... repeat on those spots. They're pretty hard to catch if you don't spot them right away. You gotta go slow.
Divine Victoria, am I interrupting?
Of course not, Inquisitor. I was catching up with Redcliffe's Arl. He's here to represent Ferelden at the summit.
Inquisitor, good to meet you.
How are things in Redcliffe, my lord?
Blessedly quiet. The mayor conveys his greetings. Redcliffe remembers its savior.
I'll try not to keep you from more important matters.
Very well. We'll continue this later, your perfection.
Many are frightened of the Inquisition's power, but I will do all I can to allay their fears.
What is the worst-case scenario if the summit goes badly?
There are some who wish to see the Inquisition end. We must persuade them it is not necessary. I have much to do, but let me say this. I may no longer be your spy master, but I am always here if you require.
I'm glad you finally arrived, Inquisitor. The Crown's anxious for news.
And your thoughts on Ferelden's position?
The breach is long gone, yet Skyhold's army remains. Ferelden can't continue to ignore soldiers on its borders.
The Inquisition has grown. I can see how its presence might cause concern.
Then you understand why we must demand a reduction of your military forces. A power without allegiance to either Ferelden or Orlais? Even I see neither of our countries can let it rest. I won't keep you longer. We'll have words enough when the Exalted Council begins.
I think there's 2 more. I have no idea what that does. I think we still gotta talk to... Yes.
Orlais is on your side, Lord Parvis. The Inquisition's support is not a thing to lose lightly.
Which is why the Orlesian court is circling it with a net and collar? But you'll have to excuse me. I see an old friend I must greet. Inquisitor, how long has it been? Don't actually tell me. I despise feeling old. It's good to see you, my friend.
Thrilled to be at the Exalted Council, Lord Parvis.
Oh, riveted. Orlais wants the Inquisition tamed, Ferelden wants it gone, the Chantry meddles, and Tevinter sends but one ambassador. That's me, by the way. A reward for my interest in the South. Thankfully, Ambassador Parvis is a token appointment. Call on me as you like.
Inquisitor, Duke Cyril Montfort, member of the Council of Heralds and Lord of Chateau Haine. I have long followed your work. It is extraordinary.
Is that sentiment shared by the rest of the court?
Of course. Orlais wishes only to offer respectful guidance to the Inquisition.
Does your grace feel the Inquisition should continue to rule itself?
I would rather see the Inquisition join us freely than be carved into pieces for the chessboard. I have not forgotten Justinia's death. I had friends who perished at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. More than the good you have done, it is a good we may do together I don't wish to lose. Whatever happens, Inquisitor, I wish you well.
Okay, I think we just gotta talk to Vivienne. And then we can start the Exalted Council. Perhaps we try and find one of the jesters.
Alpha Valroyo must be here.
I think there's a cookie here, or a biscuit, dog treat. Since we're getting some constitution bonuses, I might equip that belt of healing.
Be careful, Inquisitor. We have a ways to go yet.
Yes, yes. That's it. Just want to check our stats. 75% attack. Well, I have no armor, so. Belt of life. Where's Vivienne? Dorian. Vivienne. Oh, you missed it again.
Darling, you made it. Excellent. I scheduled this appointment ages ago, and they do appreciate punctuality.
Appointment?
With the Imperial Garden Spa, of course. You work so hard, my dear. I wanted to treat you.
I've never heard of a fancy spa serving elves.
You are the Inquisitor, darling. Savior of the Empire. They won't turn you away.
What are the cheese wheels for?
It pains me that you even have to ask. You've clearly been living too long in barely civilized conditions.
What is that
Did you
outfit?
hear something?
Relax, darling. It's spa day. How have you been? It seems ages since we've spoken. I hope all is well with you and Ambassador Montillier.
I would never kiss and tell, Vivienne. You know that.
Merely expressing concern for your well-being, my dear. Someone ought to.
You must be keeping very busy.
Someone has to keep the mess that's been made of Thaddeus's institutions of magic from flying apart. Don't you feel better, my dear? This place really does work miracles.
What happened?
Darling, it's spa day. Don't fret. You'll undo all the good they've done. Come along, Inquisitor. They have other appointments, you know.
What a strange outfit. How did we miss him again? I swear we went past that area. And even when you do spot them, they're like so hard to catch. You gotta walk directly behind them so that you're not in their line of sight. They have like really wide peripherals.
Alpha Valroyo must be here.
Will it matter?
Alpha Velroyu must be here. It is fate. It is meant to be. I just want to find one of them. And then we'll continue with the Exalted Council. I think it gives you cunning. Oh, there's one. It's right there. Can't let him see us. Gotta sneak up behind him. Shoot. Is this the right way? Shoot, where is it? I was right there.
Will it matter?
I think you gotta catch him 3 times. Ah, we missed it. It was all the way over there. Dang it. Oh boy. Quiet, Meriden. Just gonna go by all the spots I know it appears at. Very annoying. Who did you have drinking from the well?
Will you walk with me?
Certainly.
The first time I came to the Winter Palace, I was only 18. I was dazzled. Such rich hangings, splendid marble columns, more golden lions than I could count. It's all still here, still bright, but I no longer see that same palace.
And that makes you sad?
It is easier on the heart to just see gilding. Now all I see are hands rubbed raw to make gold gleam, tears shed in the night over silk embroidery. Others overlook them and forget their pain, but I am divine and I cannot be blind. They seek to tear the Inquisition down. You feel it, no? Fear.
Have we not made enough allies?
If friends were easily made and kept, we wouldn't need diplomacy. Our allies can be cordial to our faces and still dread the future. They are afraid of nothing so much as the hand that directs it all.
Mine.
Already your actions have begun to reshape Thedas. Your influence is felt everywhere. It was only a matter of time before they moved. I'm surprised it took this long. The Inquisition's time is coming to an end.
Is that the decree of Her Perfection Divine Victoria? That the Inquisition be dissolved?
As divine, it is my duty to think of Thedas and all our peoples. We set out to restore peace, and now peace is upon us. You and I have come so far through the darkness together. It is time for us both to live in the light. But whatever you decide, I will be honored to stand beside you.
Okay. Where is this thing? Is that him? Oh, he's right there. How do you even sneak up behind them from there? You can't jump up here. There's no way we can sneak up behind them from there. Maybe if we go this way? Gah! Like, how are you supposed to sneak up behind them there? It's so infuriating. You silly jester. I know he goes over here sometimes too. See, even when you find him, it's hard to sneak up behind him unless he's at the perfect spot. I just want the stat bonuses. Oh, here. Oh! He was right there. I rushed in too much. Man, this stupid thing. I don't know what's more annoying, this or the shards. It's gotta be this. Oh.
I should look around.
We get behind the waterfall. We go slowly. Oh, what? We're right behind him. You're right behind him. Oh, and he disappeared again. Great. Sometimes he goes here. I think you have to run at him, but not like touch him. We just don't get the prompt to press X. Sometimes he's there. No, they're not a couple. At least I don't think they are. Is that him again? No, it's not. Is that him again? Yeah, it is. But how do we sneak up on him? I don't understand. Like, it's so stupid. How many times have we found him and he's just disappeared? I just want to catch him once. Can't remember how long it took me to do this. I remember it was pretty long. That's why I just want to do it once. Because to do it 3 times,
I can't believe those Ferelden. Oh yes. Always.
Not cool. Ah. Like, how is that fair? It's just not fair.
Oh yes. I can't believe this. Those Fereldans, always afraid to mingle.
Just let me catch it once.
There must be some...
Oh my god. Like, and the alert for it is just so, like, late. You know?
It's been a while since so many gathered in this place.
Spend more time looking for this guy than actually playing the game. There he is. Okay, he's not getting away. Got him! You bum. Dex. You get dexterity for it. Okay, let's just move on. We'll find the rest later. Our dex is at 27. Oh, we should probably equip our gear. I was wondering why our stats were so weird. 75% attack. Critical damage bonus is 87%. My goodness. And our health is 1107. For what? To catch the Harlequin? You press X. Alright, let's go. We spent time with everyone.
Thank you, Your Holiness. Now, Artigan, as to your concerns...
The Inquisition established an armed presence in Ferelden territory. You outright seized
I know.
Monarch in Crestwood.
This game is so mean. I bet you it was the same guy who did the Shards quest. I know it.
We were protecting the citizens of Ferelden because you couldn't.
The Mage Rebellion made it difficult to keep order, Artigan. The Inquisition was only offering help.
Invading under pretext of restoring order is exactly what the Grey Wardens did to us centuries ago, and we exiled them. Now the Inquisition is doing the same thing with Grey Wardens in their ranks.
Your concern is ill-founded. The Grey Wardens have proven their worth time and again.
Of course Orlais tolerates this interference. Without the Inquisition, Celine would have neither her throne nor her elven... Marquise.
Rest assured, Tegan, the Empire of Orlais will not stand idle if the Inquisition oversteps its bounds. Unlike Ferelden, however, Orlais understands that these were the well-intentioned mistakes of a young organization.
An organization in need of a guiding hand. Yours, no doubt.
Pardon me, Inquisitor. Divine Victoria wishes to speak with you in private.
The Divine Victoria, who's sitting just up there.
Yes, and who was once your spy master. It's a pressing matter, your worship.
Something has come up. I'll be back.
What?
This is highly irregular.
Perhaps it would be best if we took a short recess.
What's going on? I wonder. I don't. Because I know what happened.
The guard said we should both see this. I believe she was correct. A Canary warrior in full armor. How did he get into the Winter Palace?
Would the Iron Bull know anything about this?
I asked, and he is as surprised as we are. Since becoming Tal-Vashoth, he has had no contact with his people. He seems frustrated at not knowing more.
So what would the left hand of the Divine see when she looked at this?
This is a warrior, not a spy. Part of the Antam, the Canary military. Most of his wounds come from a fight against someone using magic, but at least a few are from a blade. He was badly hurt, separated from his allies, and made it here before he died. But how?
Deadly mysteries at the Winter Palace. Throw in a Halla statue and some Caprice coins, and it's just like old times. Can Josephine manage the diplomats while I look around?
She will be fine. It's all speeches and posturing for the first few days anyway. I will extend the recess as long as possible. I will also have our friends ready themselves for battle if need be.
You think that's likely?
I think the Exalted Council may be more exciting than we expected.
Hopefully it's more exciting than chasing those damn harlequins. Follow the blood trail.
It looks like he came down over the railing.
Can I jump onto that? Oops. Guess not. I'd probably have to jump from up top. Just making sure nothing's over there.
Active alluvian. If I'm going through it, I'm not going alone.
Let's go. Let's bring the Iron Bull instead of what's his face? Oh, Solus. Instead of Tom Rainier.
Morrigan brought me here while showing me the alluvians. I'd forgotten all the colors.
Hello? Where's the bull? There he is. Okay. Tactics. Follow the blood trail.
The blood trail leads to this mirror.
Right. Let's see where this guy came from.
I just feel like because it's Kunari, you gotta bring your Kunari. By the way, if you didn't make Iron Bull Talvashoth, and he's also in a relationship with Dorian, that's a good story arc as well. I just don't have the heart to do it.
Elven ruins. I'm not sure we're even in Orlais anymore.
Another dead Kunari.
Another Kunari, dressed like the one in the Winter Palace.
He's Karashok, a foot soldier. Must have been in the same squad. Oh, this is gonna be fun. The old team together again to kick some ass. How about it, Katan?
Ah, we're doing the names, are we?
It's a title of honor, Kadan.
I need a drink.
Do you want your Amatus to cheer you up? I could do some of those flexes you like.
He's embarrassing him. I think there's some stuff back here. Oh, but you need the you need an ability to get through there, which we don't have yet.
marks everywhere. This is the work of a mage.
A powerful one. I can still feel the heat crackling.
We need to find out why these Kunari were here, and who did this to them.
What was that explosion?
Over there, Kunari. If we want to know why they're here, we've got to get across to that island.
Broken statue. I guess we go through that alluvion. If you drank from the well, that's helpful for this situation.
The elves bound a spirit here. It feels old. Very old.
What does it want? I'll try Elven. Andaran Atishan, Setharan.
Oh, I pissed it off. What the? How did why wasn't he moving? Oops. How did he die? Wake
I
up.
think that spirit considered us intruders.
To be fair, we are.
It must have been set to guard something.
I don't know how they went down. Too close. You guys used 5 potions? Goodness gracious. What were they guarding? All I said was Andarana Tishan. Wolf's Welcome. A wash of powerful magical carriers, an impression of welcome. Images flash by. Elven slaves fleeing to this place in ancient times, greeted by others who then tend their wounds. Words are not so much heard as felt. Fenheral bids you welcome. Rest knowing the dread wolf guards you and his people guard this valley. In this place you are free, and trusting us you will never be bound again.
That was like Veilfire. It claimed this was a refuge for elven slaves.
You mean the ancient elves kept slaves? Maker's breath. One more thing never to tell Daisy.
This whole valley was a sanctuary created by the dread wolf Fen-Harel. This doesn't make sense. In Dalish legends, Fen-Harel is our god of misfortune.
To the Illuvian again.
That Illuvian only took us a short distance. That's the same lake we saw from the other tower.
Good for moving around a city, visiting friends, deploying guards.
Etc. etc. Another one of those spirits.
Cuts all over the back. He was killed by surprise.
This can't have happened too long ago. The blood's not even dry.
We'll follow them in a sec. That's where we came from, right? Okay. So there was no point in doing that. Have I been here? Oh, no I haven't.
So, we're getting the band back together. That's exciting.
Don't tell me the Viscount of Kirkwall misses skulking around and shooting people.
You've never been to the Viscount's keep, have you, Sparkler? Spend 2 hours there and you'll be glad to be shot at.
Can't be that bad.
Here we go again. What a change of pace from the Winter Palace. A clear sky, a beautiful view, and yes, fields and fields of stripweed as far as the eye can see.
You bring your handkerchief?
I'm not allergic.
You always say that, and a half hour later you're taking mine.
Amatus, can you not fuss like an old... Aha! Let's move on, shall we?
I get terrible allergies too, so I get it. Fen-Harel has been falsely named a god, but is as mortal as any of you. He takes no divine mantle and asks that none be bestowed upon him. He leads only those who would help willingly. Let none be beholden, but by choice.
This is Fen-Harel, helping former slaves as a mortal, not a god.
Kinda curious that this guy had to specify he wasn't a god.
Ordinary guy saves people, accidentally founds religion. Sounds a lot like the chant, actually.
Fen-Harel sounds like quite the rebel. The old elven gods must have simply loved that.
Not really. But I can tell you were being sarcastic. The gods are Evanuris, claim divinity, yet they are not but mortals powerful in magic who can die as you can. In this place we teach those who join us to unravel their lies.
This claims the elven gods were just Evanuris. Powerful, but completely mortal mages.
Whoever ran this place was trying to rebuild the slaves' confidence. Get rid of old propaganda.
If that's true, Fen-Harel was teaching these freed slaves that...
I can charge it. Okay.
You alright, boss?
It felt like the anchor stung me.
How dare it cut off my dialogue?
This looks like it fits into that pedestal by the broken bridge.
Whoops. Dare you stab me? Still one hiding. Swear there's still one hiding. Maybe not. Okay. That's what I did. Return the weighted statue to the bridge.
This place is creepy.
No kidding. The statues look like soulless. Oh no! Oh man. This is where we were, right? Yeah. I think we can go here with this ability. 10 more in today. No one saw me. If more instructions, please. The second drop point. More people on the ground soon, and it has better cover.
A letter by the Kunari. Why are they translating it into our language?
Come on, recharge already. Yeah, I hate when dialogue gets cut off. Try and experience the whole story here. I think there's another place that has that purple flyer. Let's go.
Kunari. Bosh it on. The Inquisition doesn't leave alive.
Hey. We're a shielded guy. My shield is better than yours. Looks like they're fighting each other. Bring you over here. Here we go. You all die. Who's hurting him? Oh, there's a dude up there. He died. Get over here. Look at all them enemies. Get down here. What? Why won't they move? Following you, Bull. Hey. He's glitched. Your turn. Don't stand a chance.
Attack the Inquisition on sight.
No idea. They weren't Talvashoth, though. This might be a rogue group, but they think they're following the Qun.
Is there any, Oh. Better be something good. Oh. Crappy sigil.
That's Fen'Harel. Removing a Dalish elf's Valasleen.
Isn't this place older than the Dalish?
Maybe the markings used to have a different meaning.
The Dreadwolf keeps its gaze on the one light that illuminates the way forward. Okay, so it is looking at this one?
Perhaps it just needs the magical touch.
I just saw your comment, James, that the Jesters could spawn new Ocularos. That would be pure pain.
What's this?
The brand of the Evanurs can be lifted from you, that all may know you oppose their cruelties. None here are slaves, all are under our protection, and may choose to fight.
Hidden weapons. These freed slaves actually fought back against the Evanuris, posing as gods.
Interesting word, Evanuris. If all it means is mage leader, well, they were basically magisters.
Got some enemies over there. Moonstone. Leave Dorian alone. Girl's flipping over me. No escaping for you. What are you doing? Your first attack now leaps towards your target if you are between 6 and 12 meters away. Cool.
This
Single incarnation. Let's give it some.
letter says the Kunari came to these ruins because the Alluvians connect to Halam Shara.
So they're aiming for the Winter Palace.
It was some sort of infiltration. There's no more details.
This is crazy. They're acting like we're at war.
Are they?
I don't know, boss. I wish I did.
Let's head back.
Let's look for anything that explains why the Kunari came here before we go.
Remember, if you wish to move the statue, light the second sconce From the left as you face the wolf's head. Use the blue-green flame in the brazier. It is magic, but it will not harm you. Remember your duty to the Qun. When you light the sconce, a box clutched in the statue's paw will open. There is an item inside. Do not touch it. It is old and elven. You will have a Cerebus examine it for magic when the time comes. That's not instructions, is it? Or it is instructions, but not the information we needed. Where's the information? Oh, here. The gore-splattered letter was written in both Kunlat and Common Tongue. 2 hours ago, an unknown intruder penetrated our defenses, masked and cloaked. A mage used magic to awaken spirits and turn them against us. Intruder moved as if they knew this place. Fled after spirits awoke. Dozens dead. Spirits kept attacking. Engagements not wreck. The rest of the letter is ineligible. The blood is still wet.
A note about an unknown intruder coming through an alluvion. They turned spirits against us, then fled.
It must be a mage. They killed any Kunari in the way and let the spirits do the rest.
Two parties, then. The Kunari, and a mystery agent determined to stop them. Come on. We have to warn people about the Kunari's designs on the Winter Palace.
Back this way. Oh boy. You mean Samson?
One dead Canary was bad enough. Now we have more, and they're hostile.
This makes no sense. The Canary may not be friendly to the Inquisition, but they have no reason to attack us.
They also have no reason to be here, or using illuvians at all.
I've had the mirror placed under guard for now, Your Holiness.
Cullen, please just call me Liliana.
Yes, Your... Liliana.
It appears the relative peace and quiet of the last 2 years is coming to an end.
First the Blight, then Mages and Templars, then Corypheus, and now this. Can't we go 10 years without the world falling to pieces?
We must ensure that the Kunari do not disrupt the negotiations. The Exalted Council is in a very delicate state.
I'm certain you can soothe the nobles' ruffled feathers while we solve the real problem.
Not when the Inquisitor insults everyone present by walking out in the middle of the talks. Our only advantage is that Orlais and Ferelden are divided in goal and grievance. If they unite against us, Divine Victoria will have no choice but to support their claims. We could lose everything.
I know we're asking a lot of you, Ambassador. I promise we won't make this any harder for you than necessary.
I know, my love. I'm sorry. I will attend to the Exalted Council.
And while Josie does that, we will investigate.
We, Your Holiness?
You do, Josie?
I'll head back to the crossroads. We need to find out what the Kunari are doing, and why they attacked.
And I'll have a quiet word with our honor guard.
So it seems we have a Kunari plot to unfold. I am on a mini vacation for the next 3 days, so I probably won't come online. But when I do, we will finish Trespasser and Dragon Age Inquisition. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, and hit that noti button so you can know when the next time I come on the stream. So until then, my friends, peace out.